Today, I'm dropping 3 of the strongest Town Hall 13 base designs you need right now. A farming base, a ranked base, and a war base. Let's get into it. Starting with the farming base. This one is all about keeping your gold, elixir, and dark elixir safe from the most common farming strategies in the game right now. The Town Hall goes dead center. Now, a lot of builders push the Town Hall to the edge to protect it, but at Town Hall 13, your Town Hall is carrying the Giga Inferno, and that thing is a weapon. Keeping it in the middle means it gets line of sight on threats coming from every direction. More importantly, every single storage is wrapped around that Town Hall, deep inside the base. The Giga Inferno is not just defending the Town Hall here, it is actively covering your loot. The reason this placement matters so much comes down to how people actually farm at this level. Valkyrie spam is one of the most popular farming strategies right now. Players drop Valkyries all around the outside of the base, hit 50% destruction, grab the loot bonus, and leave. They are never trying to go deep, they are just farming the destruction percentage. So placing your storages on the perimeter would be handing them exactly what they want. But buried here in the center, those storages are completely out of reach for that attack style. Now, for sneaky goblin players, the storages being this deep creates a different problem for them. By the time those goblins reach your storages, their invisibility has worn off completely. And what is sitting right in front of those storages? Multi-target Inferno towers, Wizard towers, Bomb towers, and Scatter shots. All splash-based defenses that absolutely shred goblins the moment they decloak. The trap placement wraps this whole design together. Giant bombs and spring traps are positioned specifically in Valkyrie pathing to punish that farming strategy at the funnel stage. Meanwhile, seeking air mines and air bombs are positioned to counter dragon farming, which is the air version of the same loot rush concept. Whatever angle they come from, this base has an answer built in. If you are getting value from these Town Hall 13 layouts, go ahead and drop a like on the video. It genuinely helps more designs like this reach other players who need them. The core strength of this farming base is that it forces the attacker into a lose-lose situation. Take the easy 50% and get no loot, or try to go deeper and lose troops to the Giga Inferno and splash defenses without ever reaching the storages anyway. Loot is safe either way. Now, let us get into the ranked base. If you are pushing trophies and you're tired of watching your base get 3-starred overnight, this layout is built specifically to prevent that. The ranked base is engineered around a core principle. No matter which side of the base your opponent chooses to start from, they walk into a problem they cannot fully solve before their army runs out. The Eagle Artillery and Clan Castle are placed on complete opposite ends of the base. Town Hall sits in the center between them. This split immediately creates a dilemma for anyone attacking you. On the Eagle Artillery side, all 4 heroes are positioned around it. Both air sweepers are also rotated to face that direction, pointing north, which shuts down any blimp strategy trying to use that side for a deep push. If your opponent commits to taking down the Eagle Artillery first, they have to fight through 4 heroes. Then they hit the core, which is heavily fortified. A geared archer tower, a geared cannon, and 2 X-bows are all surrounding the Town Hall. That is a massive amount of damage concentrated right at the center. Any army that burns itself out there is not going to have enough health left to deal with your Clan Castle troops when they pop. Now flip it. If they decide to start from the Clan Castle side to clear out your defending troops first, the Eagle Artillery is hammering them the entire duration of that attack. Every troop, every hero ability, every spell is getting chipped under that constant damage. By the time they crack the core, they barely have enough firepower left to go back across the base and deal with heroes. Either entry point bleeds the attack. The sides of the base are guarded by the remaining Inferno towers, X-bows, and scatter shots. Air defenses and major defenses are spread out, so there is no dead zone where an opponent can get clean value. You cannot just stack a bat spell in one corner and delete half the defenses because the distribution does not allow for it. Mortars and a few secondary defenses are intentionally placed on the outer edges of the base. This is the Flame Flinger counter. Trap placement follows attack patterns. Giant bombs and spring traps are in Hog Rider lanes. Air bombs and seeking air mines sit in front of major defenses to intercept any air push before it gets comfortable.
Storages are also used tactically here, placed in front of Inferno Towers, Scatter Shots, and Expos because their high hit points act as a meat shield that absorbs troop focus and buys your defenses extra time to deal damage. If you are serious about pushing this season, subscribe. New base designs are coming and you do not want to be rebuilding from scratch every time the meta shifts.
What makes this ranked base elite is that it does not just rely on one strong defensive mechanic. The Eagle and Clan Castle split forces the attacker to commit to a direction, and both directions are punishing. The concentrated core, the spread defenses, and the smart trap lines all layer together to bleed armies before they ever threaten the town hall. Any opponent who does not scout this properly is going to walk away with 1 star. Last one up is the War Base. This is where the design gets a bit more complex and honestly a bit more brutal. War bases need to do one thing above everything else: deny 3 stars. This layout is built around 2 completely separate compartments: hero positioning and a defense layout that punishes any attack path your opponent tries. Town Hall and Eagle Artillery are placed on opposite ends of the base just like in the ranked layout, but here the Clan Castle sits in the center between them instead of on one side. That placement means opponents cannot lure your Clan Castle troops cleanly at the start of the attack. On the Eagle Artillery side, the south end of the base, 2 Inferno Towers are placed on both sides of the Eagle Artillery inside island compartments. This is the detail that makes this base genuinely difficult to crack from that side. To get to those Infernos, an attacker has to clear all the buildings surrounding the island first. While they are doing that, the Infernos are stacking damage the entire time. By the time they breach the island, those Infernos have already done devastating work on the army. Both air sweepers are also positioned behind the Inferno Towers, pointing outward, which makes any air-based approach from the south extremely inefficient. You can't just fly in and snipe the Inferno with a balloon without running straight into air sweeper. The town hall itself is well guarded in the north with 2 heroes and supporting main defenses around it. So if an opponent opens from the north to take the town hall first and use the Giga Inferno immunity timer, they are running into heroes immediately. The Eagle Artillery is hitting them from across the base the entire time. After cracking the town hall and dealing with heroes and Clan Castle troops in the center, they arrive at the south side with barely anything left. 2 Inferno Island compartments against a depleted army. That is the end of the 3-star run. The other defining feature of this base is the gap. 2 separate major compartments with significant space between them. If an attacker does not build a clean funnel, their troops do not funnel at all. They spread out across the map, wander between compartments, and deal almost no meaningful damage to objectives. Hidden Teslas and heavy traps are placed on the Royal Champion charge paths specifically. The Royal Champion with equipment is one of the most popular ways to get value in war right now, and this layout is built to drain that strategy before it reaches anything meaningful. Mortars sit on the outer edges to handle flame flingers. Hog Rider lanes are loaded with giant bombs and spring traps. Seeking air mines and air bombs guard the approaches to major defenses. And just like in the ranked base, storages are used as high HP shields placed in front of Inferno Towers, Scatter Shots, and air defenses to buy those buildings extra breathing room. This war base works because it never gives the attacker a clean entry. The Inferno Islands punish south entry armies. The Hero and Eagle pressure destroys north entry armies. The compartment gap punishes sloppy funneling. And the Royal Champion trap setup dismantles the most common sub 3-star strategy at this town hall level. If your war base is getting 3-starred consistently, this layout is worth the rebuild. Alright, that is all 3. Farming base, ranked base, war base, all built specifically for Town Hall 13 and all designed around the current meta attack strategies. Now, I want to hear from you in the comments. Which one of these 3 base types do you find the hardest to defend in your own game right now? Farming, ranked, or war? Drop it below. And if you want me to cover a specific Town Hall level next, whether that is Town Hall 14, Town Hall 15, or anything else, let me know in the comments and I will get it built. Subscribe so you do not miss the next one. See you in the next video.